Today we'll look at elevations. Welcome to the discussion. This presentation is presented by Steven Selumbu from Soch Technical College. So we have two drawings: the plan, this is our plan, and the section. So this section was taken from this line, section AA, and this is giving us these heights lines like that. So we want to come up with the elevation, that is to show how the drawings are going to look like. When we are saying this is the section, okay, cross section, and this is the plan. So when we are saying elevation, elevation looks like something like this. So we want that at the end of the day, we should be able to come up with a drawing like this one. This is the elevation. Of course, we'll not be able to do everything today, but we'll start discussing the elevations, because there are several things that we need to tackle. You can see the hatching, the coping, and all these hatchings, and also maybe line hierarchy, so that it looks like elevation, a building that has been built. The way it will stand, that will be the elevation. That is if we are looking straight at 90 degrees to the first side. So that's the elevation. So for this, we want to come up with the elevation from this side. We are assuming that maybe the viewer is located here and then is looking at that. How would we see the drawing? Of course, they also need for the roof plan. The roof plan is important in this case. But however, what we'll do is we'll just look at maybe the part below and maybe some little heights. But the roof plan is important in as far as we are concerned. So the best way to do this is to come up with the construction line. Since we are not going to see this foundation, that is the superstructure only, then we can come up with the construction lines which will go through the crucial points. So this is our construction line. Then there is saying horizontal, vertical, angle, bisect, and whatever. So I will choose horizontal. That is H, then I'll press enter. So our line is going to be horizontal, then you click on that, and then you click on the position of the slab. Then you can as well click on the position of the window, but maybe that will be varied. And this is another position of the end of the window head. And that is also crucial, the gutter, and that is also where the gutter ends. And then you click on the tip of the roof and perhaps the ridge, where the ridge ends. So in this case, we have created all the horizontal heights that we need in our elevations. Then the next stage is to use the same construction lines, but to show the position of the features in the plan, in the floor plan. Like here, the position of the windows, the position of the doors, and these columns, the veranda, and everything. So to do that, we'll go back to construction line. Then it's asking us to choose between horizontal, vertical, angle, bisect, and offset. So we'll choose vertical, this side. When we are choosing these options, the letters represented, the cap or the letter shown in the uppercase is the one that represents the whole option. So in this, we have vertical is represented by capital V, but it's not always that the first letter is a capital. Sometimes you may have R as the capital. So if you type R, it means that you have chosen the vertical. So you type V and then you press enter. And then now you locate where the crucial points are. So we have the corners and the end of the veranda. Okay. And then I'll also choose that corner It's also good to choose the position of the windows. Like here, that's the window. Here is the window, and we have another window here, then another window there. Window on the toilet, like that, and we have that window, and that window again on the shower, and we have the position of the door. That's the position of the door, and again the position of the launch window, like that. Okay, now we are done. We are through with the positioning of the windows and the like. So the next stage is we have the window height. All the windows will go up to that line. So if I'm to change maybe the color of that line, so that we should easily see where the window ends, where the door ends, then we have that. So that's where the windows are ending. So I can even trim the upper part, because we are not going to need it. We will not need the upper part in as far as the windows are concerned. So you go to trim, then you choose the cutting edge, and then you start trimming the positions of the windows like this. You trim, and then you trim that, and also you trim these small windows. You need to be very careful here. Because these are smaller windows, and you can trim wrongly, but we are going to trim all these lines, and I believe that one too will go. Okay, and I think we have another line, so those are okay. But as for the door, this is the line for the door. We'll trim that one as well, and then we'll trim this and that. Yeah, so we're done with the trimming. So that's how it is. The other thing is that sometimes, so this is the end of the windows. Depending on the design that you are going to have for the elevations, we can as well also trim this line. That is, I think we will not need it anyway. That's it. So that, and also naturally we have an overhang from the walls to the edge of the roof, because this is representing the roof. So we need just to offset 600 as our overhang. 600. Then I'll offset, and I'll offset that side. Then we are going to continue from here. As for now, let us stop here.